a beautiful princess standing on the balcony of her royal palace at twilight. In the distance, the silhouette of a forest spreads like a sea of green. Below the balcony, a humble young woodsman with rugged clothes collects firewood, glancing up at the princess with a soft smile. Princess Alina had grown weary of palace life, longing for the freedom beyond the castle walls. Every evening she'd watch from her window as a woodsman named Darian, who lived at the forest's edge, chopped firewood with graceful strength. One fateful day, curiosity won, and she sneaked out to meet him. Darian, smiling. What brings a princess so deep into the forest? Alina, laughing. Perhaps I wanted to know what it's like to live without golden chains. From that day, they began meeting in secret, Alina running through the woods, her royal gown trailing behind, and Darian teaching her the simple joys of life beyond the palace. Their bond grew strong, a love that felt free despite the difference in their worlds. A misty forest at night, the trees twisted and ancient. In the clearing, a ghostly figure draped in a shadowy robe hovers above the ground. His glowing eyes pierce the darkness as he watches the princess and the woodsman laugh by the campfire. Unbeknownst to Alina and Darian, an ancient spirit haunted the forest. The ghost, known as Lord Oren, had been cursed to wander the woods for centuries. His cold heart stirred when he first saw Alina, a beauty that reminded him of a lost love. Jealousy twisted his spirit, and he vowed to have her for himself. One stormy night, as Darian walked Alina back to the palace, the ghost attacked. Oren, in a sinister voice, "You shall not belong to a mortal. You are mine." Oren's spectral arms coiled around Alina, pulling her into the air. Darian tried to fight, but the ghost's supernatural power was too great. With a final burst of wind, Oren disappeared into the night, imprisoning Alina in a hidden lair deep within the forest. The woodsman stands alone at the edge of the forest at dawn, determination burning in his eyes. He carries a sharp axe slung over his back, ready to face whatever dangers await him. Darian was devastated but determined. He couldn't let fear hold him back. Armed with only his axe, he ventured into the heart of the haunted forest, knowing that no one had ever returned from its cursed depths. The journey was long and perilous. The forest seemed alive, with branches twisting to block his path and eerie whispers haunting his steps. But Darian's love for Alina fueled his resolve. Darian, gritting his teeth, "I'll bring you back, Alina, even if it costs me everything." A crumbling, ancient tower hidden deep in the forest, its stones covered in moss and vines. Inside, a magical cage of swirling mist holds the princess. She sits on the cold floor, looking out with sorrowful eyes as the ghost floats near her. Oren had imprisoned Alina inside a magical cage that only love strong enough to defy death could break. He visited her often, whispering promises of immortality and riches, but Alina's heart remained with Darian. Oren, softly, "Why do you cling to a mortal? I can give you eternity." Alina, firmly, "I would rather live one day with him than an eternity with you." Oren's fury grew with every rejection, and the ghostly walls of her prison tightened, as if to crush her spirit. But Alina's hope never wavered. She knew Darian would come for her. A dark, stormy forest clearing illuminated by flashes of lightning. The ghost hovers above the ground, spectral tendrils swirling around him. The woodsman, armed with his axe, charges forward fearlessly. Darian found the tower after days of searching. As he burst inside, Oren materialized before him, a monstrous figure of swirling shadows and rage. Oren, mockingly, "You think a mortal can defeat me, foolish boy?" But Darian's heart knew no fear. He lunged forward, swinging his axe with all his strength. The axe struck the ghost, and though Oren was not mortal, the blow weakened him, proof that love was stronger than any curse. The fight raged on, with lightning flashing across the stormy sky. Oren unleashed a whirlwind of spectral energy, throwing Darian to the ground. But each time the woodsman fell, he stood back up, fueled by his love for Alina. At last, with one final strike, Darian cleaved through Oren's heart of shadow. The ghost let out a mournful wail as his form dissolved into mist, breaking the curse that bound Alina. Oren, whispering as he fades, I only wanted to be loved. A small cottage at the edge of the forest. The princess and the woodsman sit together on the porch at sunset, watching birds fly across the sky. A gentle breeze carries the scent of wildflowers as they hold each other close. Alina gave up her crown to be with the man she loved, and together they built a life at the edge of the forest. Though their story was born from danger and darkness, their love blossomed like a flower in spring, a reminder that love, no matter how tested, always finds its way. And as the sun set over the forest, the two lovers sat beneath the endless sky, knowing that no force in the world, mortal or not, could ever break what they shared.